Actually, I might have even thought that Kiss was rock.
Well, Kiss is rock.
They're rock? I thought they were metal.
Oh.
Oh.
Hello, my friends. Meet again. It's been a while. Where should we begin? As you can see by the title of this video, today my very normie wife will be reacting to some extreme metal. Evelyn, can you tell the people that you are indeed a metal normie?
Well, I've never really used the word normie, but based on how you've explained it to me, yes, I can say that I am. I would definitely say so based on the first conversation we ever had about music.
Yeah, and what was that?
So we met at university, and it was the first time we ever sat down, had a conversation. You had your Edo Japan, and you asked me what kind of music I liked. And I said, well, I'm pretty well open to any kind of music. You know, I like country, I did concert band and choir, so I like classical music. But, you know, I can't get behind metal. I just don't prefer it.
Hi,
and Chris says, oh, well, I'm actually in a metal band. And I went, oh, okay, how can I save this? Well, you know, I can appreciate the musicality and the instrumental part of metal. You know, I really can't get behind the singing. It really isn't my cup of tea. And Chris looks at me and goes, I'm the singer. And here we are today.
And here we are today, married. All right, let's have a cheers. Diet Coke cheers, boys.
And girls.
Ah, that's good. Okay, so I'm going to show you a picture of the band and their name, and you got to try to guess what genre they play first. Okay, so first band we are going to do is one everyone on my channel I'm sure knows. I've done lots of deep dives on them. This is the band called Death. What genre do you think they play?
Okay, so I'm going to go with my gut here. I'm going to say that Death does death metal.
Yes, yeah. Ding, 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 ding. You're totally right. So yeah, Death was one of the, front runners, forerunners of death metal, the originators of the genre, you could tell them. This man in the red shirt there, that's Chuck Schuldiner. He's sort of the brains of the whole operation.
You know, he was one of the forefront runners and creators of the death metal style down in Florida in the late 80s. And so he's one of the first guys, really, their album Screen Bloody Gore to ever be death metal. And then through that, his music is always progressing and innovating. He then, sort of came around and was really pioneering in progressive death metal and technical death metal, really, and melodic death metal, like symbolic.
So, yeah, very important guy. And today we're going to be listening to their song Crystal Mountain, which I did a deep dive on, which you should go check out. So yeah, let's get into it here. Some of the best drumming ever on this album, easily. Right, guys? Some of the best drumming of all time on this album? Okay, been like 30 seconds. What are you thinking so far?
I was thinking when I was looking at the lyrics, I still wasn't expecting screaming. So I thought it was going to be singing when I was waiting for the lyrics to start. Even though I know what we're doing. I don't know. And then when he started screaming, I was really shocked. I've never really listened to the words because I've never had the words up in front of me.
Yeah.
I've kind of never really paid attention to them because I couldn't always understand them.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I always wonder about that. But it's nice to see the lyrics. It looks like they're really thoughtful.
Yes, yeah, definitely. Death's lyrics in particular are very, very thoughtful.
It's probably why you like them so much. You do prefer that.
Definitely, yeah. Oh, yeah. Big part of the reason.
Their drumming sounds a lot like Max's drumming.
They don't know who that is.
Okay, well, it's still a fact. You're asking for my reactions.
Okay, we'll keep going. By the way, you can pause at any time if you want to make some comments. Just hit space. Okay, halfway through. What are you thinking?
I'm trying to figure out what the story is or what the theme is.
Well, maybe you should watch my video on it. Link down below.
I really should. That would be really good of me. I watched some of them.
I don't expect you to watch them, don't worry. Okay, continuing on, I guess. There are a lot of cool tempo changes in this song.
Yeah, I was noticing that.
Yes.
Louder?
Oh yeah, you gotta play metal loud. You can't play it softly. It's just not how it works.
You sure?
Oh yeah.
Have you ever tried it?
Never. Not once. Shudder. King Myth.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Don't cut yourself. Made of steel. This whole video is just gonna be a compilation of me air drumming.
I find their, like, where they pause in the lyrics to yell. If I didn't have the lyrics in front of me, I wouldn't be able to follow at all. Does that make sense?
You gotta make sure you speak.
Am I not close enough?
What do you mean by, like, his cadence and the way?
Yeah, it's
he,
like his cadence
sings?
and his timing, and the way that he's pausing, it makes the syntax not make sense in a sentence. Can you tell I'm a language person?
Well,
I think I'm focusing
the syntax doesn't really make sense anyways, because it's poetry, not an essay, you know what I mean?
Even, like, where he pauses, it makes me think that it would be the next line, but then looking at the lyrics on the screen, it's not the next line, it's still the same line. Like, further up, if you scroll up, like, shatter, and then he had a big pause, the myth, if I remember it correctly.
Shatter! The myth!
So and there were other instances earlier, but based on where the pauses were, if I didn't have the lyrics in front of me, I wouldn't realize that they're in the same line and had, like, even more to do with each other. You know, I think that's why I've never really I honestly never thought that metal music or lyrics were, like, that deep, but clearly there's a lot of thought put into it, but it doesn't sound, it sounds like it's just mad, but it's not always mad.
Sounds like, yeah,
It sounds like it's always just mad.
I guess, yeah, true. Okay. I can play this whole song, the rhythm parts on guitar. You might have heard me playing it once or twice.
I probably have. I'll have to listen for it now. Are the lyrics done? There's still basically a minute left.
This song fades out.
Okay.
And there's a little guitar, like acoustic guitar outro.
That still seems like they could have done more lyrics. Like, it just feels, it's weird. I don't really feel like other music genres have that kind of pause, like, or that amount of time in the outro.
Well, yeah. Especially in sort of like death metal and more the progressive genres, they very much stray away from the basic format of, like, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, and the song. So there's a lot of excessive parts, I guess, but in a way it's like cool. It's like, hey, the riff is sick, so we're just gonna play the riff that's really sick longer. You know what I mean?
I'll do more of the cool stuff. That's it?
Yeah, basically.
That's metal?
Basically, yeah.
Nice. I can get behind that.
And by the way, if you guys are liking the video, remember to hit like and subscribe. And if you also like this, make sure you leave suggestions for Evelyn to react to next. Maybe we'll train her to like metal after all. Okay, so that was Crystal Mountain by Death. One of my favorite bands for sure, Death. I don't know, the amount that I've listened to them, especially the album Sound of Perseverance in the last year or so, 2 years. Been crazy. What'd you think?
I see why you like it based on what you've told me about what you like about metal. They still just sound mad. I'm sorry, there's no other way to describe it. Like, metal, like, they sound like they're mad at somebody and they're telling a mad story.
Well, he is mad. He's mad at the people who are inside the Crystal Mountain.
Okay, so maybe...
Who are inflicting wounds with their cross-turned dagger.
Okay. I never said he wasn't right to be mad. He has his reasons. I can support that.
How are we going to rate these? Do you want to go like 0 to 10?
We could do 0 to 10. We could do a tier list.
Okay, what would a 10 be on this scale? Like, 10 would mean that you liked the song and would re-listen to it, and 0 would be, I'm never going to listen to this ever again.
Well, one thing I need to factor in is that I know that this is one of your favorite groups.
You don't have to like spare my feelings.
Of course I do. Honestly, I'd give it a good 7.5.
7.5, all right, ding, 7.5, cool. Nice, I like it. Okay, so moving on to the next song here. Oops, sorry. So this next band is called In Flames. This is them here, the more recent photo, not too sure.
They look like dads.
It's dad metal. This song is from your birth year, 1995. Actually, the last song was also from your birth year, 1995.
Is that the theme?
No, I don't know. I just those two albums, Symbolic and The Just Erase, are both really great. Came in 1995. What do you think they play?
Dad metal's not real?
Well, dad metal is a real thing, but
that's not their genre. What did you say the song was called again?
So the song is called Dead Eternity.
Is it more death metal?
Yeah, they're melodic death metal though.
Ooh, melodic.
Or this album is melodic death metal, yeah. All right.
Okay.
That's called a blast beat.
That?
Where the drums just that's a blast beat. Can you see why they're called melodic death metal?
Yes.
Yeah, they're from Sweden, these guys.
Ooh.
I can also play
Oh
this
my
song on
God,
guitar,
who
all the rhythm parts.
hell
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Dude, I love this. The song's so good.
I can tell.
I find the singer for this band on this album especially hard to understand. Like, if I didn't even have the lyrics, I probably wouldn't even know what he was saying.
Do you think it's the Swedish accent coming through?
Maybe. Sorry, I just need to pause. This riff that's playing right now is one of my favorite of all time. It almost has like a funeral dirge kind of vibe to it, but it's very fast and it's harmonized so well. Oh, it's just great. Love it.
It's a funeral dirge.
A dirge played at a funeral? You don't know what a funeral dirge is?
No.
Okay, well, I'll show you one of those after.
Okay.
The cover art's pretty cool too for this.
The Jester Race.
Except for the
Is that
Comic Sans. It was 1995. Give him a break.
True. It was big in 1995. Comic Sans, it had an era, and now it lives on in teachers. I actually love using Comic Sans now.
Oh, of course you do. Same with Papyrus.
No, I don't use Papyrus.
It's too spooky.
It's really spooky. And there's a font called Spooky.
There's a font called Spooky now?
Yeah. It's on Canva. It's really cute. It's actually pretty metal.
Oh my god. So that was Dead Eternity by In Flames. Yeah, melodic death metal, it's very focused on melody. And if you notice, especially on these early 90s ones, there's a guitar in sort of each speaker, you know, hard pan left and right. And they're almost always playing different things and trying to harmonize with each other. So that's probably what you're hearing, which sounds very cool, right? It's a very cool effect.
It was very surround sound.
Yes, yeah. So what did you think? Give that 0 to 10 there. Or give me one of your initial thoughts of that.
Okay. First, when you said more melodic metal, I was like, oh, nice. It'll sound less mad. It still sounded pretty mad. But I could see what you mean, like when it comes to like the instruments and stuff, that was more melodic. And now that you point out that I thought it was more of an echo thing, but now that you pointed out that they were just actually playing two different parts, that's probably actually what I heard.
Yeah.
But it was, like I said, it was giving very surround sound. Kind of felt like the song was spinning around my head.
Interesting.
Like a little bit, like not, that doesn't happen with other music that I listen to.
Interesting. I kind of hear the guitars sort of trading back and forth. Sometimes they play in unison, which kind of creates like a more centered sound. So yeah, I can definitely see that. So yeah, 0 to 10. What do you think?
I actually didn't like it as much as Death. I don't think I liked it. I'm sorry.
You gotta speak louder!
The one time I'm actually not talking as loud as I normally do. I don't think I like them as much as Death, and I give them a 7.5. My gut is saying to give them 6.
6?
A 6 out of
okay,
10.
6 for In Flames. Very nice. Okay, so the next band is Cannibal Corpse.
Wouldn't that just be Leftovers?
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
I'll just tell you what these guys play. They're death metal. You're not going to guess any of the rest of them. I'm going to cancel that.
You don't like my humor? You didn't like my joke?
It was okay.
I thought that was
A Cannibal
genius.
Corpse is Leftovers. So Cannibal Corpse is called, or especially this song, is old school death metal. So this is like, you listen to Death and In Flames, which is more melodic death metal, a little bit more progressive. This is just straightforward, pummeling death metal. This is what this is.
So it's going to be extra mad.
It's going to be extra mad, that's
Okay.
for sure.
We could do a normal intro.
Okay, you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
It's going to start. It's going to be loud. The song is called Hammer Smashed Face.
Is the one corpse eating out the other corpse?
Yeah, if you want to look at the...
This is very graphic.
That's what it's supposed to be.
I didn't know metal was so sexual. I don't like this much. If the lyrics weren't up, I would have no idea what he's saying.
No, me neither.
Oh, so you can't either.
No, of course not. You think you can understand what he's saying?
I thought you could.
No.
Look at this dude.
You look a little bit shocked reading these lyrics.
And you like this? 'Cause
I know it's like pretty good, but I don't really like listen to Cannibal Corpse on my own time.
Okay.
I'm a much bigger, more melodic.
is this
death metal
considered
fan.
more mainstream metal?
Well, they're very popular for a death metal band, but definitely far from mainstream,
Okay.
I guess you would say. Like, let's check what they got here. 600,000 listeners. This song, it's got a lot of plays though. I'm gonna get a 0, I think.
I'm trying to hear the words in his screams, and I don't hear them. Like, that last word was not pulverized. That's what it was supposed to be.
You know, this is like the first time I've ever like read or seen the lyrics to the song. All right, what did you think of Cannibal Corpse? Oh.
I didn't like that much at all. I really it was weird.
Like, what do you mean by weird?
It was like it's crazy to me that all of those are death. Like,
well, they're like death metal.
They're all death metal, I mean, yeah, but like I'm thinking they're all death metal. They sound totally different. I guess I'm focusing too much on the I was going to do air quotes for singing, but that sounds really mean.
Yeah, you can say it, vocals, whatever you want to
the
say.
vocals. Yeah, I think I've been focusing too much on the vocals, but I also think that the guitar, I think it's the guitars and the drums that make it death metal.
Yeah, so kind of death metal is sort of like you add sort of distorted vocals, like so no singing, lower down-tuned guitars, and like faster, heavier drums with a little bit more blast beats. And that's basically what death metal is. So you can say like those 3 songs are very different, and this next song is actually another death metal song as well. I'm sort of giving you the whole gambit of extreme metal subgenres here today.
Okay.
Yeah, I should have explained that at the beginning. Oh well. So yeah, death metal is interesting, right? So it's pretty much just only like the vocals really and the guitar tones that sort of carry over through the 3 songs. But yeah, interesting. So it's actually pretty funny. Zoomers recently have been discovering Cannibal Corpse and are like trying to almost cancel them for their lyrics because a lot of the lyrics are like intentionally f***ed up.
Yeah, I noticed that.
But that was like the point of death metal, was to be as intentionally ugly, as intentionally offensive, as intentionally just dark and gross. Like, it wasn't supposed to sound nice, right? Which is what melodic death metal kind of does. It sort of takes the sonic aesthetic of death metal and makes it sound nice with melody. Whereas Cannibal Corpse, it was all, diminished everything, gross intervals, gross harmonies. Like, it's designed to just sound very unpleasant and horrifying and deranged and evil. So that's why I find it funny that, Zoomers are sort of canceling Cannibal Corpse now. It's like, bro, it's been 30 years, bro. Like,
It's not very 2024.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay, so what would you rate that? 0 to 10?
1.
Oh, 1?
I really didn't. Okay, that's the metal I was talking about when I told you all those years ago that I don't listen to metal.
I get it. Yeah, totally. So one for Cannibal Corpse.
What? I'll be impressed if there's anything I like less than that. I like to think
we'll see.
I'm pretty open-minded, generally speaking. What do you mean we'll see?
Anyway, so this next band is called Necrophagus. They're actually a German band, these guys.
Ooh, my favorite.
The lead guitarist and singer, Mohammed Sweetmez, he's now engineer at BMW.
Nice.
So Necrophagus are technical death metal.
Technical.
Yes, I guess you could almost call them a little bit of neoclassical in there. They're very, very. You'll hear it. You'll hear it. Shout out to Favorite Stream. If he's watching, you're fucking sick, bro. Love your videos. So as we're like halfway through, can you hear why it's like technical death metal as compared to like melodic or regular death metal?
Is it technical because it seems to be more about the instrumentals?
Yes, yeah. Technical death metal is just like essentially just like really hard to play, really fast, a lot of notes, like it's just basically like take the intensity of all the instruments.
I see it.
Thanks. Take the intensity of all the instruments and like crank it up to 10 basically.
Okay.
And like musicianship is like very highly regarded, whereas Cannibal Corpse, I'm not gonna say it was like sloppy or poorly played because it's not, right? It's designed and intended to sound that way. Whereas technical death metal, it's supposed to sound like super tight, super precise. You know what I mean? Like technical, right?
At first, I thought it was either gonna be technical, as in like music theory type technical.
Well, that
or
that
if it was
too.
going to be technical, well, that's or if it was going to be technical in like a techno sense.
Oh my
and I
God,
was
death
I
metal?
was kind of hoping for that because I think that would be really cool. I think techno death metal could be fun.
There's stuff for that, but we'll save it for
Is there?
another day.
Oh, okay. I thought I was coming up with some brand new bright idea.
Okay. So that was Stab-oon by Necrophagist. What did you think?
I liked it more than Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah.
It was shorter. The song was shorter.
Yeah, well, Hammer Smash Face is like 5 minutes long. This one is like 2.5 minutes.
It's just like a normal song.
I guess. So, yeah, I guess.
Because for me, like a 3-minute song is long.
Oh my God, bro. You guys hearing that? Write shorter songs. Come on. Okay, 0 to 10.
I'm going to say 4 because I can appreciate the musicality of it.
Excellent. 4. My iced tea! So the song's called Rational Gaze by Meshuggah.
Meshuggah doesn't really sound like a death. Or like not because it's not death. What are they?
They're gent. Well,
Gent.
kind of.
Well, you know what I mean. What I'm trying to say is it doesn't sound like metal name. Like Meshuggah sounds like a country name. to me, like Meshuggah.
Yeah, I'm from Meshuggah.
I'm from Meshuggah. Like, yeah, playing Meshuggah. Like, couldn't you imagine someone in a southern accent coming up and saying that?
Are you ready?
Yes.
This is Rational Gaze by Meshuggah.
They all start like.
Yeah, I didn't choose any songs with long intros. Let's just get to the riffs.
Okay.
So this type of music, gent, is basically all about the groove. And to me, Meshuggah almost sounds like an angry deity, like an angry like DMT entity or something like that. Like if you look at the album cover, like this is exactly what the music sounds like to me. You know what I mean? Like it sounds like an angry, like God angry at you. And so like the whole point is like groove and like these odd time signatures and like it's almost supposed to be like hypnotic and trance like rather than like aggressive and mean.
I was just thinking it was like very like I could really hear the repetition of the melody.
Yes.
And it like almost sounded like it kept like it was on a fast loop.
Yeah, so yeah, try to count along because you play some instruments. So yeah, try to count along with like the time signature. Is that a stank face? I see. Another one of my favorite riffs of all time, for sure.
Kind of sounds like something from like an action like superhero movie. Like from an action sequence.
I guess so, yeah. Meshuggah is like very, very, very influential. Not necessarily in like people like copying what they do, but the exact like sound of the song, like the sound of the guitars.
The sound of gent.
Yeah, the sound of gent, basically. They sort of spawned the whole genre, more or less.
Huh.
So what'd you think of Rational Gaze by Meshuggah?
I'm actually intrigued to like maybe listen to another song on the album.
Oh, really?
Like
Interesting.
in my own, well, I don't know if it would actually happen in my own personal time, but I would ask you to show me another one sometime.
Oh, hey, I got you guys. Oh, so what's that? Meshuggah get what, a 9 then?
Actually, no. I don't think I like them still as much as Death.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put him at a 7 because I
7?
put Death
Okay.
at a 7.5. I think.
But yeah, do you like hear? It's all about like the groove. And,
Yeah,
like,
there
the,
was like a
you
certain
know, the head bob
groove.
kind of.
And I'm intrigued because like when you think of metal, I guess normies. It feels wrong to say. I don't know. Death metal is what I thought all metal was before I knew that there were subgenres.
I think that's fair. I think a lot
So
of people think that.
death metal, I think, was the one that I assumed all metal was. This, I'm intrigued to listen to more, just because I don't think I've been exposed to as much of it.
Yeah, Jen's pretty cool. Yeah, maybe I'll show you this some other time. Maybe I'll include Meshuggah on the next one. But yeah, 7.5 for Meshuggah.
No, 7.
So, oh yeah, 7.
7.5 is death. Let's get it right.
So next up we have Norwegian guy, one-man band.
He looks so lonely in the forest.
His name's Burzum. This one-man black metal band. Very, very controversial figure. Let's just say that. Yeah, maybe I'll show you a video about him later. But essentially, Norwegian black metal.
Maybe you can make a video about him later.
No, there's been like millions about the history of Norwegian black metal. That's so passe to do it. Cool Norwegian black metal. They burned a lot of churches. Some people died.
What?
Varg was actually in jail for several years because he killed his like band member, I guess, because he played on the album. He killed a guy, spent like 17 years in a Norwegian jail.
That would be quite nice, though, a Norwegian jail.
So he's a very, very polarizing figure. Let's just leave it at that. So the song's called Dunkelheit, which means darkness in German, by Burzum, which means darkness in Norwegian. So this is Darkness by Darkness, I guess you could say. This is more, I guess you would say, like ambient black metal, and then the song following will be more kind of straightforward black metal.
I'm saying words and then black metal, and they're not words that I would associate with metal.
You'll hear what I mean. What a really great song.
7 minutes?
It's good.
For 7 whole minutes? Sounds fuzzy.
That's the point, yeah. They're trying to make it kind of sound bad on purpose.
It's so counterintuitive. As a perfectionist, this goes against everything I believe in, and so I do not condone this.
So the point of this song is sort of also to be sort of trance-like.
It is very trancey.
And the sort of bad production and the very fuzzy and like hot, tinny guitars sort of create all these crazy frequencies that your brain sort of just like picks out. It'll hear more melodies and stuff. It's very cool.
Slower.
Yes.
It's kind of nice to listen to something slower. Ooh. Like Spotify doesn't even know where the lyrics are changing.
Yeah,
you know?
Okay, just about halfway through. What are you thinking so far?
I'm thinking it's really long. I'm thinking that if I was prone to migraines, it might give me a migraine. Like, I see how it's metal. Maybe it's also because this is a slower song.
Yes, yeah. The other ones have been pretty fast.
But I like that it's slower. I like that. But it's also making the 7 minutes feel like 30. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
we'll continue on here.
You making a stank face.
Maybe. You can really hear his Norwegian accent, you know. All right, so that was Dunkelheit by Burzum. What did you think? Probably something like you've never heard anything like that.
Yeah,
right?
That's a good way. Like, it truly is like nothing I've ever heard before. When you say it's Norwegian, knowing what I know about Norway and being part Norwegian myself, I'm not surprised that it came out of Norway.
It's supposed to like evoke like chilly, like winter, dark, bleak.
I could see that. Yeah. Okay, I could see that.
It sounds like a very simple song at first, but I think it's actually a very complex musically song. And I think I will do a deep dive on that one the more I think about it. But yeah, very, very interesting. But what did you think 0 to 10 for Burzum?
3 or a 4? I think we can go 3.5.
3.5 for Burzum. All right. So the next sub band is called Immortal, and the song is called One by One. So this is the guys in Immortal.
This is what I think about, because they look like Kiss.
Yeah.
And
so it's like
I think of Kiss. Okay, when I think of metal, before I even knew you, actually, I might have even thought that Kiss was rock.
Well, Kiss is rock.
They're rock? I thought they were metal.
No.
Oh, wait, what? Hold on. Okay, but Metallica's metal.
Yeah.
Kiss is rock. I thought Kiss was gonna be metal.
So yeah, this is them.
Are you wearing spiky shin pads?
Yep.
Okay. He talks really fast.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. Make yourself. That's a lot of syllables in like.
There's a lot of syllables in not a lot of time.
The song's very fast compared to the other one.
Yeah, and yet somehow it is still more than 5 minutes.
A lot of notes to be played.
Yes, imagine if it was slower, how long the song would be.
Oh, yeah.
10? With what, 16 notes?
Yeah.
16, like only 16 notes? How do you do that on a guitar?
What?
How do you play that fast on a guitar?
You just do it.
You just do it, okay.
You just play really fast. This isn't even the fastest song I'll show you tonight. Actually, I think Stab Wound is probably just as fast, too.
Probably. I like this.
Yeah, it's a sick riff.
Yeah, I like that. This makes me think of like the Norse mythology course that I took in university.
Yeah, a big part of black metal is sort of anti-modern, anti-Christian ideas. So there's a lot of like old pagan Norse ideas and gods they sing about. So that was 1 by 1 by Immortal. What did you think?
I actually really liked that.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's because it like, I don't know. I think I'm immediately more inclined to like Norwegian black metal because I'm part Norwegian.
Well, the other one was part Norwegian too.
Yeah, but that just wasn't good. I don't claim that. But this, I quite liked it. I don't know. I also, because like I could imagine it playing in the background during like a dramatic retelling of like one of the Norse legends that I had to read for that course in university, my Norse mythology course in university.
Yeah, I can see it. Oh, that's cool.
And I really liked that. Yeah, I liked it.
Nice. What did you give it out of 10?
Honestly, maybe a 6. I'm feeling 6.
All right, 6 out of 10.
I liked that one. I like this.
The song we're doing is called Reign of Darkness by Thy Art Is Murder. They play deathcore. Good stuff. So deathcore is essentially death metal and then add breakdowns. To be very, very, very simplified, I guess.
Who comes up with the album art?
Artists.
But like, what prompt are they given?
Make something evil as So this also like sounds like this to me. Like this is what this sounds like. Whatever is going on here, you know what I mean?
I like that it didn't start like it didn't scare me when it started. It kind of eased into it. That was really nice and considerate for me. Is it the same guy singing?
No, different.
Okay.
You will see the true face of panic.
So that was Reign of Darkness by Thy Art Is Murder. What did you think?
I don't know. I think I'm becoming a little bit numb to all the metal since we've been listening to metal for like...
That's what happens.
This is the most I think I've ever listened to metal in one sitting.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens. Like, you listen to enough and you just sort of like, you know...
Is that how they get you?
Yeah,
That's how they make you like it. It was growing. It's definitely growing on me more and more. I think I like this one. I was also noticing that the little guy on the album cover, like, if he were just that size, like, he looks kind of cute. Like, he could be kind of cute to have if you could just hold him in your hand.
I think you're the first person to ever call that album cover cute.
Like, no, but, like, if the one in the middle was, like, soft, maybe. Or, I don't know, if it was just that size where it would just fit in my hand, it could be kind of cute.
Yeah, so do you hear how, like, it's very, like, percussive? Like, it's all about, like, the breakdown.
Yeah.
So that's sort of like death metal vocals and styles, I guess, with some of like the Meshuggah, like focus on like the groove, right? The head bobbing.
Yeah, there was
breakdown.
groove. I guess you're right. I was kind of bopping my head a little bit
And did you
more.
notice like the vocal styles too? He's going like high, the mids, and the lows.
Well, it's easier, especially when you have two singers that clearly sing in different ranges.
No, it's just one guy.
I thought you said there was another guy singing.
No. What'd you give it this one out of 10?
I want to say a 5. I'd say that's a solid.
Thy Art Is Murder gets a 5.
In the middle. I'm waiting. I'm like really saving my 8s, 9s, and 10s.
So this next band is called Knocked Loose. So the song's called Blinding Faith by Knocked Loose.
Kind of like the album art.
And this is more metalcore, like hardcore, I guess you would say. So just I wasn't ready. Yeah, he's scary. So that was Blinding Faith by Knocked Loose. So I saw live recently, about a year ago. What'd you think?
It's exactly what I expect metal to sound like once again.
Yeah.
So, like, they're real mad.
These guys are really mad.
What are they mad about? Religion? It looks like religion.
This song is about religion. Some of them about, like, grief and loss.
Oh.
Well, again, like, the breakdowns are just being, like, heavy as...
It did sound very moshable.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Like you were having your own little mosh pit.
Yeah, I was. Okay, 0 out of 10. Excuse me.
Gross. I think I'd give this another 5, maybe even a 5.5.
Knocked Loose, 5.5. You heard the lady. All right, so the last band is actually a Canadian band. They actually won a Juno.
Ooh.
And they're called Archspire. Actually, just saw them a couple months ago.
Guy on the left's hair is great.
He does have great hair. This is an old photo, though.
Is it?
Yeah, most of them are bald now.
Oh, that's so sad.
He's this is the band that has, they do, like, his wife, they do, like, learning death metal together. You actually those?
Oh,
yeah,
you told me about them.
Yeah.
It's why you want me to learn bass.
That's to start our own band. Okay, so yeah, this is Involuntary Doppelganger off their Juno-winning album.
Involuntary Doppelganger?
Yes.
Jeez, what is that album art? Ooh,
Great art.
I don't like it. This is very fast.
Oh yeah, super fast.
I swear, he's skipping words. Or he's making them up. Those are not the words that I'm hearing. I'm having a hard time following the story.
Yeah, me neither.
I like this. I like this part. This part's pretty.
Almost as pretty as you. Oh, I sat on my foot for way too long. Yeah. My foot's an involuntary doppelganger now.
Oh.
And so that was Involuntary Doppelganger by Archspire.
I don't know what I thought the song would be about, but it's not what I thought the song would be about when I hear the title Involuntary Doppelganger.
Yeah.
And I couldn't follow what the song was actually about. That was really hard to follow. Even reading the lyrics, I didn't really know what their point they were trying to get was. So, you want to hear a deep dive on that?
Oh my god, that would take me like years to decipher.
Yeah? Is
Do you
something?
hear how many notes like we just heard? We just heard like 10 million notes.
Yeah, that's impressive. That they really could have stretched the song out to 5 minutes. Instead, they insisted on having it be under 4.
What'd you think? Like that was like
that was a lot.
They're self-proclaimed like fastest band in the world, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah, that you are.
I almost think like the vocalist is like the most impressive part of this whole thing. Like I saw him live, he was doing that the whole time. I was like, holy fuck, how?
Yeah, like live? Could you imagine doing that live?
No.
I really liked it. I think I really liked the instrumentals more, but I appreciated the singing. I appreciated the speed in which he had to do his thing.
Yes.
Cause dang.
All right. What's the rating?
I want to give it a 6. Yeah, 6.
Ding. All right, 6. So I think Crystal Mountain wins this with the 7.5.
Yeah, I guess they do.
Death always wins. Who would have thought?
Death always wins. Well, I'm saving my 8, 9s, and 10s for other genres, I guess.
Well, we'll see. If we do this again, you'll probably be a lot more accustomed to it. I'll do some more songs. But yeah, Thanks for watching, you guys. Really appreciate you tuning in, watching to the end if you do. If you like this, leave a comment down below and maybe we'll do another one. But yeah, this is a lot of fun. Not often that I get to force her to sit down and listen to metal with me, so that was cool.
It's called love.
What'd you think? All those songs. It was mostly on the more death metal side. There's like a whole other like realm and genres of even more extreme metal out there too that we haven't even covered here. This is more like death metal and sort of the stuff that I listen to most often, right? So
yeah, because the metal you've gotten me into, I feel like, is the very basic metal. Like
especially with singing.
Love. Yeah. What is it? I love. I love folk
and power metal.
Folk metal. I love power metal. And I think pirate metal is hilarious, but I don't think I actually like it. But I really like folk and power metal. And there's 2 songs in particular that I can never remember the names of, but I always have to ask Chris, and he always knows exactly which ones I'm talking about.
Walk on Water by Michael Kiske and Amanda Somerville, and Call of the Mountains by S.D.N.Y.
Yep, that's them.
Anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. Yeah, make sure you like and subscribe. Appreciate you, and yeah. Take care. See you later.
Bye.